Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, tracking a mainly dry night, though we had a quick shower pass along the South Shore just a little while ago. In the meantime, we'll take you down towards Newport. We had that passing shower, looking at temps that are in the 60s in most locations, low and mid 60s, 61 in Providence, as well as Smithfield, Taunton coming in at 65, low to mid 60s along the coastline. We should be falling through the mid 50s during the overnight and early tomorrow morning. And again, a couple of showers offshore. You see it right in here. Pulling away now and dissipating. Going to get a leftover sprinkle out towards Newport. That's about it. We widen out the view, and some of the rain that came through last night very early this morning associated with a cold front, which is now well offshore. So that blue line represents the leading edge of drier and cooler air and low humidity. And that's the air mass that's coming out of southeastern Canada right now. That should really provide essentially mild afternoons and cool nights and essentially dry weather now through the weekend. Take a look at your Futurecast for tomorrow morning. Not bad. Sunshine, a few fair weather clouds. Temperatures early in the morning at sunrise in the 50s and rising through the 60s to eventually low and mid 70s tomorrow afternoon, between roughly 70 and 75. It'll be a kind of a fair weather clouds, sunshine mix, dry and comfortable by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 75, and that's pretty much the trend through the weekend as well. Sunshine, a few clouds, and your daytime highs that are in the 70s. Talk about the tropics, not one, not two, but 3 hurricanes. Katia in the Bay of Campeche, hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. This is not a U.S. threat, but unfortunately headed towards Mexico. Of course, we've been talking about Irma, more on that in a second. And Jose, a Category 3 strong hurricane, kind of compact, small in size out in the central Atlantic. The long-range forecast has it bending back out to sea, but it may actually come close to Barbuda, the same island that was just decimated by Irma just a few days ago. So incredible how the northern Leeward Islands may be seeing another powerful hurricane. In the meantime, Irma, still a Category 5 storm. Top winds been holding at 175 miles per hour. It's about 500 miles southwest of Miami. Moving west-northwest at 16, so this general motion will continue for a few more days and then eventually taking that turn up the Florida Peninsula by the upcoming weekend. Potential that this storm may actually get stronger. Here's the reason why. These are sea surface temperatures, the colors you see right in here. And you see the darker purple indicates warmer water through the Bahamas, near the Keys, north of Cuba. Water temperatures between 86 and 87 degrees. The water that Irma has been passing through right now has been slightly cooler. Once it starts to swim in some of this warmer water, this warm water represents what's called latent heat. It's energy within the ocean, within the water, that the hurricane can pick up on and get stronger. So there's a possibility that before landfall we could be dealing with a stronger hurricane, unfortunately due to warmer water. In the meantime, hurricane warnings all the way up through the Bahama Island chain, hurricane watch for South Florida. These are going to get changed to warnings very shortly, and also a high surge, or actually a storm surge watch for the southern part of Florida in the anticipation of flooding from the ocean. Many computer models that we use to predict where storms will go. Here's about 24 of them. And notice how they're all kind of clustered in the same area, moving north over Florida. You got a few outlying computer projections taking it a little further offshore towards the Carolinas. So all the more reason why here in New England, I don't want to write this thing off completely, even though the likelihood is that the storm is going to pass through Florida and then eventually into the southeastern United States through Georgia and South Carolina by Monday and Tuesday. Now, it's not out of the question some remnants by Wednesday could approach. I mean, that's still 5-6 days down the road. Now through Monday, even Tuesday, we don't have any risk of Irma, but don't want to turn our backs on it as far as any potential indirect impacts from the storm, so stay tuned. But from now till at least Tuesday, our weather is dry. Mild days, meaning your highs are between roughly 70 and 75, and nights are kind of cool and fallish in the 50s, and really not much rain. Dry through the weekend. Weekend looks good right on through early Tuesday. It's that Wednesday, Thursday time frame. We'll watch to see if any remnants from this storm could potentially come our way, but that's still a ways down the road. The short-term big concern, obviously, Florida and the southeastern U.S.
You know, when you hear direct hit, that's when you know it's a problem.
And a direct hit on one of the largest cities in America, Miami.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Tony.